Yeah, I've done a lot of work with our batting coach over the last probably week with my power hitting, and he's been pretty cooked at times, so got to thank Ross for that, but it was definitely nice to get some reward out there, yeah.
How satisfying is it to get that win late? 2 wins in a row now, obviously a really tough start to the season, but yeah, string a couple of wins together must be pretty nice.
I think it's just nice to just to get some reward. The other games, albeit we lost all 5 of them, we were in games at times, we were losing in crucial moments, and the last 2 games we've been in the whole time, and thankfully we've been on the positive side of those results and winning those small moments. Obviously the partnership between Ben and Stoyan was pivotal for our run chase, whereas at times we seemed to fall short towards the back end of games, and obviously having Maxi at the other end takes a lot of pressure off me early to allow me to swing harder than the last over.
Do you think it's been important, that reshuffle of the batting order? Because I know it's not uncommon for you to be batting at 6 or 7, but having Stoyan there and Maxwell as well, how do you think that's helped?
I think we've just, like obviously the shuffles worked. I think Dan Lawrence has also provided some batsmanship at the top of the order as well, the way he's gone about his innings. But I think the way we've been chasing runs and setting totals has been much more structured compared to what we've done in the past. We've almost lost the game before we've had a chance to win the game, whereas the last sort of 4 or 5 totals we've actually provided a good run chase or fallen at times, but the last 2 games we've reaped the rewards of those foundations.
And yeah, what were the discussions like with Maxi there at the end? Obviously you both played a lot of cricket together, like what was it sort of like coming out in that situation?
I was just trying to keep us both because it works for me, just trying to keep us both as present as possible. I know Maxi's got all the bells and whistles, all the tricks, so I was just trying to keep him on task of how many boundaries we needed, and he was saying the same stuff back. So whether that was planned on his behalf, it was definitely planned on my behalf, but it seemed to work really well for us.
Where do you think that leaves you now? You're 2 and 5, it's still a long way back, but can you make a charge at the end of this season?
I think obviously that's the, don't want to use the word dream because that seems a bit too far-fetched, but I think that's obviously the plan, but I think we just got to focus each game at a time around who we're coming up against, what the conditions are doing, sum up how we're going to chase totals or set totals. I think that's held us in good stead for these last 2 games, and I think if we keep having that approach, results, if they don't fall our way, we'll know where they've fallen away rather than going into games unprepared, unplanned, and hoping for the best.
Do you think it's been a bit freeing, sort of, to reach the point before the heat game where you basically have to win every game to make it?
I don't like when people say that because you're under more pressure now. You essentially can't lose the game. So there might be some guys who feel like there's that bit of freedom that means, you know, if you miss out, you're done. I have the almost opposite feeling that if we fail now, like if we failed 2 games ago, last game would be that's season done for, and then you got 4 dead rubbers. So I think there's almost more pressure on each game now as opposed to the other way around.
What do you think of the Dan Lawrence dismissal? It took a while for the TV umpire to come to the decision, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the ins and the outs of how DRS works. I mean, we've seen there's obviously controversy in the Test match about Snicko and how effective it's been, and people calling for hotspot and all other bits and pieces, but you'd like to trust the umpires that they know the rule book, they know how to adjudicate decisions. So, I mean, Loz said to us that he hit it, so in the end the right decision was made. I guess the speculation of how you view Snicko was under fire, but at the end of the day the right decision was made.
Pretty special day for your teammate Bo Webster today in Sydney. Did you watch any of that?
I was actually out with the kids, so I watched about 5 balls, and one of them was his wicket, so I got to see that at least. But yeah, last couple of days for him he's obviously performed really well so far. He's been doing exactly what he's done in domestic cricket, and he's obviously getting the rewards in international cricket. So it's great to see. Exactly, his preparation's been the same. He's playing exactly the same. So it's just awesome to see him doing that on the international stage.